Welcome back, everybody. I'm here to explain to you all how to do a spinning back kick. One of my favorite kicks of all time. Alright, that wasn't that powerful, but watch this one. Alright, you can change up the speed, change up the tempo, change up the angle. Alright, you can throw it from multiple positions. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with it. This is a kick that took me months to learn how to throw confidently. And as you can tell, alright, I still have to focus a lot on it to be able to be accurate when I land, to be stable when I'm spinning, alright, to know that it's the right move at the right moment, that I can capitalize them with surprise. It's still a very useful tool to know, alright, and when you're dealing with people who aren't too comfortable with kicks, when you're throwing a spinning back kick, they're like, whoa, 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 who's this ninja in front of me? Right? Like, oh, he throws kicks, he throws all these fancy kicks that I'm not comfortable checking. And maybe the fancy kicks aren't too powerful, but they might not know how to block those kicks. They might not know that they can just step to the side maybe a little bit to avoid a whole kick. These things will show in the middle of a sparring match. All right, when you're fighting someone and you throw a spinning back kick, are they comfortable? Do they not care? Are they going to close the distance on you anyway? Maybe they're a wrestler. Maybe they want to close the distance because they are afraid. Maybe they close the distance because they care nothing about the spinning back kick that you're throwing. There's only one way to find out. I like switching up between both stances, keeping the opponent guessing. But let's say that the orthodox stance right here is my normal stance. When I'm facing the bag here, it's the lead leg that I will be spinning on, if you couldn't tell already. Okay, I'm going to try to break things down for beginners so that beginners and pros can learn a couple tips. What does that mean? That means that we're probably going to be spinning on our toes, all right? On the front portion of our foot. We're not going to be spinning on our heel. We're going to be spinning on our toes when we do this kick. Now I'm going to show you how I started spinning to get the rotation because my body was not used to doing that kind of movement at first. So I knew I would have to spin on this, right? You have to rotate your whole knee, leg, hip, everything is rotating as you're doing this spin, okay? Do you see my joints all moving together? All right, this is what I'm going to be doing with a spinning back kick. All the joints are moving together, all right? I'm not locking my hip, I'm not locking my knee, I'm not locking my ankles, all right? You want to think about being relaxed. In every single sparring match, you want to be as relaxed as possible. We could talk about ways to get relaxed, to get loose in a sparring match. But you want to be relaxed when you're throwing this kick. If you're tense, you're most likely going to be tensing up those ligaments and tendons around that knee, and you won't be spinning correctly. You'll throw too much power. You'll want to overcompensate. You'll just lose balance. You'll run the danger of injuring yourself. So you want to be relaxed, but still keep in mind of everything that you're doing. You don't want to be too relaxed, all right? But you still want to be laser focused on where you'll be hitting and the mechanics of your body, all right? You want to be self-aware of where your body's at all times when you're throwing this kick. When you're throwing this kick, and if you're trying to just land it and you get lost in the power and the anger and the emotions, and you don't focus on rotating this knee, when you go to throw this kick, you might leave it behind. Oh, now it's rotated too much, and this is where injury can happen, okay? So you don't want to get lost in the emotion. You don't want to get lost in just the objective. You want to be aware of yourself at all times, and that's what I mean by being relaxed. It's being self-aware, all right? Being aware of your breathing, being aware of your angles, where your weight's dipping, where you're heaviest, all right? And using your body, your weight, to use momentum to generate more power and speed when you're throwing a punch or a kick. So here's what I did when I first started throwing this kick. Do not do this in a sparring match, and do not do this in a competition if you're not comfortable with the movement, and especially the movement I'm about to show you. This is just so you can keep balance to practice the kick. So I used to put my hand down to the floor. So I'll show you what I mean. All right, it's a little different when I haven't done that movement in a while and I don't have an object to hit, to land on, to kind of bounce back from. But I would put my hand down because it felt weird dipping my head. The whole motion of dipping my head to the ground is what got to me, okay? Because when you're throwing this spinning back kick, you might overcompensate. You might have to put that hand down because my head went down too close to the floor, but you still have to dip it down a little bit to be able to throw it. All right, my head's here. My head dips. My head almost dips lower than my height of my shoulders right now while I'm throwing this kick. So you can put that hand down. Put that hand down. I'll show you in slow motion. It's harder to do in slow motion, but I'll be spinning, 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 putting that hand down, and then I'll be lifting up my leg to throw, my back leg to throw that kick. And if I do it in a smoother motion, it looks more like this. And I'm here. It's an uncomfortable feeling at first. Dipping that head, spinning around, trying to keep track of your foot as it's spinning to make sure it lands where you want it to land. All right, all those things you have to keep in mind and be self-aware and be relaxed. If you're tense and you're just wanting to generate as much power as possible and all that, you're going to lose track of all these other things that need to be there as a foundation for this to be able to work effectively, for any movement to work effectively in mixed martial arts, okay? No one's the Incredible Hulk in this, all right? And if you are, you'd have more power if you had technique. All right, so to put this all together, I'm here in my fighter stance. I know I'm gonna be light on my feet, light, light, light. I'm gonna be rotating on my lead leg, on the front portion of my foot, okay? All right, I'm gonna be dipping my head down a little bit as I'm protecting myself. As I dip, I'm still protecting my chin here. Protecting my chin, protecting that chin. All right, this hand can maybe drop to keep balance, but it's up here as soon as you're done spinning right away, okay? Back to you, back to you. All right, so I'm going to dip, and I know if I'm feeling confident when I land those confident rotations, it's because I know exactly where I'm going to land, and I use my foot as almost a ball and chain. All right, you want to use that foot to carry you, to rotate you, to spin you. All right, so use that ball to rotate you. The ball is the foot, and you're light. If you go a little bit too forward, it's because you probably weren't keeping track of your head. All right, you were probably swinging a little bit too fast at the beginning. Be a little bit more calm, and you don't have to go as forward. All right, you can be back here more. Your fighter stance, ready to do a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense. It's your choice. All right, and I will do the spinning back kick. Maybe when I'm here, we get some distance. Boom. Throw that spinning back kick, and now they've probably blocked over here on this side, correct? They've probably blocked it over here. Well, maybe I can throw, boom, a roundhouse on the area that isn't blocked. Boom. All right. Now they've taken two kicks. Boom, boom, boom. Go down the middle. Boom. Get some distance. Boom. Push kick. Boom. All right. I'm back here again. Now they want to circle out. And close the distance. Boom. Another spinning back kick. Boom, boom. All right. Keep your hands up though, keep your hands up, chin tuck. And that's a spinning back kick. Let me know in the comments what part of this video was your favorite. Where did you learn the most? Where do you want to critique me the most so that others can learn? Let me know, put it down in the comments. I'm open for a conversation, and I always consider everything you all have to say. Thank you for watching. Much love, and until next time.